Shapiro, Mark Levin, Glenn Beck, this is my fix for free trade. The problem is we got a magnet to illegal workers from Mexico. We cut them off. No more guest worker program, and they'll have to pay us more money because that's all we have, and we're willing to work for more. They'll have to pay for more because the cheap labor is not there. And in regards to labor with China, China needs to drop their tariff costs to the same as ours, 3%. Doesn't matter what industries they're in and what they sell cheaper goods or we sell more expensive goods as far as quality of product. It doesn't matter. Whether they sell the same type of goods we do, they're still going to lower it because they pay the workers less, they buy the supplies, they pay less to buy supplies, and our tariff cost is way less than their tariff cost, so they're saying way more boatload of money by going into China. And I think that is what's causing everything to be driven up here and down there because of their influx in prices. So anyone that still tries to make stuff in America, they're going to lose money because they're staying on principle, because they're not willing to go to China on principle, and then they're losing money. And then they go for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy because they can't compete. And they're going out of business by the hills when they go to China to make that cheap labor. So China needs to stop being a magnet. We need to get them to lower their tariff cost to 3%. We need to get rid of it. Level playing field, 3% to 3%, and whatever it is. And if they pay their workers less, that's still workers. They can punish their people, pay them so they're willing to look for it in sweatshops. I don't want to support sweatshops, so to be honest, I want it to be where they can compete, be competitive, and come back to the United States and have their warehouses here, because we won't stand for it. We have regulations against sweatshops and paying under the table. You have to pay a real wage, at least to what the national minimum wage is. So that's why we need to bring businesses back here, and we need to compete. And to do that, it'll do it naturally, and then it'll truly be a free market because we'll be playing with the same deal both ways. It'll be a complete match. Plus, Canada and Mexico is dumping their steel from China. It's not their steel, no matter what they pass it off as. Their steel, it will gain 70% from the United States and 30% from China. 2% that's directly from China. The other 20% from Canada and Mexico. Which, if you do the math, it's 14 and 14. 14% Canada, 14% Mexico, and then the other 2% China, which is all from China. They're just hiding it as their own, and they're not if they don't have steel. So you know what? Those are the solutions, and then it's no longer a non-free market. It's a free market. I don't understand why Mark Levin and Ben should dislike that or going back, because that makes it a free market. Because now we're all turning on a fair rate, and then we're not being gouged to death, choking us to death, so we feel like we have to go to China so we don't get choked to death. Then I guarantee you, see how many businesses aren't forced to go to China, see if they still want to go to China.